I'm trying to be serious in this video, but it's hard to take this whole thing seriously, and I hope you're not either. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Nigeria. Meghan Markle has now been crowned the Princess of Nigeria. In fact, her official royal name is Princess Adamasi Omu of Orochukwu, Ancient Kingdom. And I say to this, who cares? Literally. Okay, so let me get this straight. Meghan Markle was crowned a princess of the United Kingdom, the biggest monarchy in the world. She decided to gamble away that crown, and she gambled it that she could go to Hollywood and become a Hollywood celebrity, which she was never able to do on her own merit. And since she never became a Hollywood star, she actually lost that bet. And now she is trying to go to all kinds of other nations, trying to beg that they acknowledge her as part of their world after throwing away the #1 monarchy, in the whole world. She was wearing crowns, okay, not like this wire crown from medieval times, but she was actually wearing crowns from Queen Elizabeth. A lot of people think that Meghan went to Nigeria to become a princess. Let's get real. You have to resort to going to Nigeria to let them make you a princess. How sad is that? I feel sorry that Nigeria ended up being her target. You know, she had other targets in the past. By the way, put down the comments, please, if you will, all the different countries that she has claimed. I have seen Malta. She said she was Malaysian at one point. I mean, there's so many different countries. Give me your thoughts. I started off with Maltese. You can put down the comments all the different countries that she has claimed in her journey to become relevant. I think Nigeria was genuinely trying to rebrand themselves, trying to reframe their image after all that has gone on with the Nigerian scamming. I mean, like, let's not beat around the bush. I don't have to. I hope you won't either. But Nigeria's 419 scam, and that the Westerners are being used. They chop you for your money.
I go chop your dollar. I go take your money disappear. 419 is just a game. You are the loser. I am the winner.
There's a whole music video on it. I mean, it's a lot that has gone on, and it's okay. It's fine. If you have a country and you want to reframe and rebrand yourself and make yourself more acceptable, and even tourists want to come now there because there's so many beautiful things about Nigeria, the fact that Meghan's trying to use them does bother me even more so because of that. But let's deal with Meghan's perspective. She has decided that it didn't go down very well with the Black Americans. She couldn't get the sympathy from them for her fake claims, and now she's going to go to Africa and say, well, I actually want to be African now, and I want you all to embrace me in Africa. Between you and me, I think it's because no other country would accept her, and that she really couldn't reinvent herself in any other country. Nigeria took the bait. But I don't think Nigeria is taking this girl seriously, and I don't think she's taking Nigeria seriously, because she didn't even show up to all the events. She missed the event in Kaduna. I don't know if it's because she didn't get the crown. She got these coral drop earrings, which she knows, and I know, she could get on the beaches of Barbados at any time through a gentleman who is selling these earrings through a suitcase. So maybe that's why she decided to just check out of all the events. I mean, at this point, throw the whole charade away. During her acceptance speech, she couldn't even garner the gratitude to talk about how happy she is to be Nigerian now. She didn't even do that, though.
I'm very, very grateful. I'm very humbled. And today's Mother's Day. So it feels appropriate that though, of course, we are missing our children, I'm missing my babies, it feels very appropriate to be on the motherland and amongst family. So thank you so much for the kindness and for these beautiful names. I'm very grateful, and we can't wait to come back. Thank you so much.
She decided to talk about the irrelevant children and why they're irrelevant. They were not there. When you are coming to discover your past, don't you look to your future? If you're coming to see your heritage, don't you want your children to be part of that heritage? I think we've all done that for our children. I went to Jamaica. I wanted my son to know his Jamaican heritage. So the fact that she's coming to Nigeria supposedly to be home and rediscover her heritage and her DNA, why wouldn't you pay that forward okay, by bringing your children. That doesn't make any sense. What makes no sense than that is that she then did a speech and talked about, I miss my babies, I wish they were here, and they're not here. And I don't know anything about Nigeria, so I actually can't tell you like why I'm so grateful to be part of your culture and your country, and to be crowned as a princess of this country. I just want to talk about the fact my children, I miss them, and why didn't I bring them? Oh, I don't know why. People of Nigeria, I love you, but Meghan does not love you. We have got a lot of reports about her disrespecting the Nigerian culture. I mean, it's a lot of the same things that she has done in the royal family in England, but it's now translated to another country where she's done the same thing, pushed in front of Harry, pushed people out the way. She's just a mess. Hugging men who don't want to hug her. I mean, there was a whole fiasco that happened in Nigeria, and maybe that's why she sat a day out or 2 days or whatever. Anyway, I digress. Why would a country who is watching a woman who could not hold on to her own stuff, she couldn't secure the bag in England, why would they give her a second chance in Nigeria? But it might be a third chance even, because she couldn't secure the bag in Hollywood either, which is where she comes from. It seems very crazy. And so it has been revealed that she actually went there to garner some kind of financial gain. Leslie says the plan to set up an NGO along the lines of GeneCo, the health charity that sponsored their visit to discuss mental health. After all, H is an expert with Better Up. Then using their 401c charity status, they can get aid money from countries' foreign aid money, and like GeneCo, they can get tax reliefs for donations from wealthy people in Hollywood and attend lots of dinners and red carpet events. That was a reason for the trip, not Invictus. During the trip, they saw head of WHO. This is to use the branding 501 Archwell to spend 5% in Nigeria. This is much easier than selling jams. They came with a plan, and now we can see. So she goes to Nigeria, and these three kings leave their homes. These three kings have not left their homes for nobody, but they left their homes for Meghan Markle. This tweet says, 3 prominent kings in Nigeria, Bobby of Onitsha, barely leaves his throne to travel or go meet anyone. Same with the other 2. So it's significant. I'm a Nigerian, by the way. Okay, so can you tell me as a Nigerian, what is in his house that is so central air conditioned? He must have the best air conditioner in Nigeria that he does not want to leave his house or his throne. I can relate. In Barbados, girl, if you have air conditioning in your house, you do not want to leave it. People may come and see you and enjoy the air conditioner with you. You can see that their skin is very cool and crisp. They have been living in air condition. In my opinion, you could have left your home for several other reasons, to help children, to help whatever. But this is the worst reason to leave your homes. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. There might be some benefit, charitable and NGO and so on, that she is trying to do. Can't do it. Did not pay for registration of her company. So actually, any charitable causes that she may or may not have thought of doing, it actually can't happen. Prince Harry and Meghan's foundation can't raise money after California Attorney General finds charity is delinquent. So you came over to do charity, right? But you didn't check to make sure your charity is still functioning. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's charity foundation has been declared delinquent and ordered to stop raising or spending money. The royal duo let the official registration fees of their charity Archwell lapse since at least the beginning of May. The document states that Archwell has been listed as delinquent with the Registry of Charities and Fundraisers for failing to submit its annual report and its registration fees. So I think the annual report probably is very fishy and not above board. And I think that they do not want to pay any registration fees because they don't want to pay any money, which is why it's very difficult to believe that anybody is relying on them to donate to a charitable cause when they don't actually like to pay anything. That's very disappointing. If I'm Nigeria, I'm feeling scammed. After spending time with a non-profit that administers David Oyelowo Leadership Scholarship for Girls, Harry 39 and Meghan Markle announced that Archwell's existing initiative dedicated to serving girls and young women in Nigeria with menstrual health products and educational services will now include mental health resources and training for young men and women. What? Girl, you could have come there with a whole entire foundation already set up and just start giving out pads. No, I'm gonna get straight to the point. I have a lovely friend of mine whose daughter, she is 16 years old and she has set up a foundation. She's gone to Jamaica and she's distributed pads throughout schools in Kingston, Jamaica.
Joining us to speak about this initiative is founder of Empower Her Essence Foundation, Sereina Apodaca.
So we install and we supply pads to low-income schools in Jamaica because 44% of young girls actually cannot afford to have the sanitary goods that they need, and 10% of young girls in Jamaica have to miss school every single week. So they're missing around 8 weeks of school because of something that's caused by nature. It's extremely unfair.
Yeah.
So I do fundraisers, bake sales, dress down days at my school so I can collect the money and buy the units.
It just goes to show that if you want to do something, you can. And if you want to donate to Sereina's Empower Her Essence Foundation, I will put the GoFundMe link in the description. And I will also link the Instagram account so you can keep up with the foundation's progress. Thank you. Meghan has never done it. She's talked about being a feminist, she's talked about being a humanitarian, and she had an entire platform. Whew. It's crazy. Anyway, I don't want to ramble on too much. I just want to tell you that it appears that Meghan and Harry's Nigerian tour was a failure and not a success. Dan Wooten tweeted out a poll. Was Harry and Meghan's Nigerian tour a success? Yes, 3%. No, 97%. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The results are in. Lots of love to you. I love you so much. And if you don't mind, like this video if you do like it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I have another video lined up for you, girl. Lots of love to you. I love you so much. And thank you so much for supporting me the whole time. And let us support people who actually deserve it. That is what we learned from this whole entire shenanigans. I love you.
Bye.
Okay, sorry. So